Anyway, I hope you are all doing well and you are ready for today's session. But before I start, I would like for you to put in the chat box, or someone should unmute to share with me your expectations for today's session. What are your expectations? You have joined this call. There's a reason you joined. What are your expectations? So someone can just unmute or just put in the chat box, and if you can maybe read out any submissions that come in.
Sure.
What are your expectations for today's workshop?
Hello.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning, Abdul. How are you?
I'm doing good, madam.
Right. It feels like I'm in a radio station and someone has called in.
Thanks so much. And we are very grateful for having this important meeting.
Thank you.
I just want to thank the organizers and all those involved that we really appreciate. So setting the career goals is something very important. Sometimes it is not about the education, but how you plan your own life.
Right.
So my expectation for this program is at least by the end of the day, I should know where I am heading towards. I hope you've heard me.
Heading towards and how to actually write.
Yes, and how to really plan my life.
Right.
So that at least I can be proud of myself.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank
Welcome.
you. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I think we have some comments in the chat box, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can you read out to me? Because my screen.
Yeah, sure. Obeying says, I look forward to learning the right ways to set my career goals and the actions I need to take daily.
Okay.
Daily to pursue them so that it can become a reality. Yeah.
Right. Okay, thank you. Is that all?
Yes, that's all.
Okay, so I guess we are all on the same page. And so I'll try my best to be able to exceed your expectations. Okay. So today I have only one job, and it's to walk you through how to set your career goals. And so that's what I'm going to try and do. Right. But before we start thinking about setting career goals, we need to even know what a career goal is. And for me, definition or perspective is more important. It's very, very important to me because it helps you make the right choices or take the right actions. So in a nutshell, a career goal is a clear or concise statement that provides a sense of direction for one's career journey. So it's very clear. It's something that is more of you think it's something that gives some clarity to you, right? And so that's something that you hold, and it's sort of like taking you to any stage that you want to go to. So a career goal is a clear statement that provides a sense of direction. And for me, the direction or sense of direction is very important. If it is a goal, it allows you to know where you are going, what you have to do, the steps to take, who to have in your network, what not to do, and all that. So when you are thinking about your career goal, you need to know that it's going to give you some sense of direction towards your career, right? And a lot of people, when they think about career goal, they think about, oh, this is my dream job, or this is my dream career, or my ideal career. Some people think about, when they're thinking about their career goal, they are thinking about what I want to do in the next, let's say, 10, 15 years, 20 years. Some people even see their career goal as what they want from life or what is important to them, right? So when you think about your career goal, it's being concise and simple, but giving some sense of direction. It allows you to sort of answer questions around your ideal career, what you want from life, what you want to do in the next 10 to 15 years. So I hope you are all on the same page when it comes to thinking about your career goal. But the truth is, to be able to have a career goal or a goal for something, you need to know what you actually have, right? I'll say that again. To be able to know, have a career goal or a goal for something, you need to know what you already have. And I'm not going to sit here to assume that everybody has figured it all out. Everybody knows the right career to pursue. A lot of us are still confused as to what career should I even pursue, or what should I even do in future. The moment you discover your career, then you're able to come up with a goal or goals around that career, right? So I'm going to take it a step back, right? We've been able to define what a career goal is, right? But we can only set career goals when we know the career that we want to pursue. So this picture I have to my left, I don't know if it could be to your right, to the left of my screen, actually sums up everything when you're thinking about your career. So now we are forgetting about the goal. Let's focus on the career. It should be a career that they pay you to do the stuff you are good at or the stuff you love to do. That for me summarizes what an ideal career or that dream career that you are looking for. So when you're thinking about the career to pursue, a lot of you are confused. What should I do? I'm confused about what to do. Just think about the things you love doing, the things you are good at doing, and make sure that somebody is ready to pay you for doing the things you love doing, the things you are good at. So that intersection is what we would term as your career or that ideal career. So we can have a career that you are pursuing because it gives you money and that's about it, but you don't necessarily love it, right? It gives you money. I mean, you are doing it because it's the end thing. People, it's prestigious when you do it. People respect you and all that. Those are careers, fine. But today's session, I want us to focus more on finding fulfilling careers that brings that fulfillment to you. Like anytime you are doing it or you are in that space, you come alive, you are upbeat. For me, that's what we call a fulfilling career, meaningful and fulfilling career. And for me, the reason I'm very passionate about helping people find a meaningful and fulfilling career is that is what would bring that satisfaction for you, is what would make you happy. I know a lot of people say that, oh, we're in Ghana, or Ghana we do, or Africa we do. You can't find a career that will bring you that fulfillment. I love to take pictures. I'm good at taking pictures, but I don't know who will be ready to pay me. But I can also tell you that I know people who are photographers and they charge in dollars and people pay them to come and cover events and capture shots for them and all that. It's all about you identifying that this is your career, this is what you want.
Hi, is it just me or you all cannot hear Akua?
Please, we can't.
Yeah.
So I think
Alright,
there's a
Yeah, sure. Let's
problem.
Okay, she's back.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, sorry, my lights just went off, so I had to get the okay, sure. Okay, we can hear me, right? You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that.
Okay.
So when you are thinking about your career, I want you to have this image in your mind. It should be a career that you love to do, a career that you are good at doing, and then people will be ready to pay you to do so. And it's going to be interactive. You're going to do some exercises and that will help you. So for the folks here who are still confused about the career to pursue, they don't know what to do, think about this diagram anytime you are trying to figure out what you want to do. So I'm going to take it a step further. You're still on the career. Forget about the goals. You're still on the career. How do I best identify the career that best fits me? Right? So I've mentioned that look for things that you love doing, and it should be the things that you are good at, and somebody will be willing to pay you to do it. Let's take it a notch higher. When you want to identify the career that best fits you, you first need to do an introspection. An introspection is more of the within. Look at what is within, what is deposited in you. So know yourself, know your values, know your personality, know your passions, your skills, your interests, your strengths. These are things that when you know about yourself, it allows you to, or it gives you a sense of a career to pursue. Because the thing is, we are looking for a meaningful career that brings you that fulfillment, a career that it's going to allow you to utilize your skills, your passions to be able to succeed in life, right? So you shouldn't be looking at something that is outside of you, right? First, to be able to identify the career that best fits you, go inside. What are your values? What is your personality? Because your personality also can determine the kind of career to pursue, right? If you're introverted, then there are some careers that would be a waste of time to even pursue or go into. If you're extroverted, there are some careers that will not fit your personality type. What are your passions, right? I don't believe that your passion should be outside the career you pursue. You should find a passion that you can make a career out of. So I'm going to use myself as an example. What I'm doing right now as a career a coach or a career advisor or a career professional is something that I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about supporting young people to discover their potential and all that. I breathe, I think, I drink everything career development or career support. And I'm good at what I believe I'm good at what I do because I'm aware of this passion. I have built the expertise, experience around it to be able to excel at it or provide quality service to my clients or the people I'm doing this for. As a result of that, I have people who pay me to just I have people who pay me to run or facilitate workshops for young people. I have people who pay me to design frameworks and all that for career services or career. That is the point I want you guys to get to. Look within, know yourself. What are the things that you can do easily, like effortlessly? When someone wakes you up right now and says, hey, I am doing XYZ, come on board and do it, they will do. What's that thing that people know you for? And when they are in a fix or they are looking for someone to, you're the one they always want you to come in and do for them, right? These are the things you should be thinking about. So introspection, right? Who are you as an individual? Know yourself, and all these things help you identify the potential careers that you can explore. As we're looking within, we want to look without. Yeah. So that's more of the retrospection. What have you done in the past? What are some of the experiences you have in the past that you can reflect on that will sort of give you an idea of things that brought you fulfillment? You were happy doing it. There were some of you who did an internship. When you are assigned to, for example, lead a group of people to design a project or do a presentation or organize an event, for example, even organize a party, you really came alive. You were happy doing it. You were just excited about it and all that. That is what you should be thinking about. What are some of your happy moments, your achievements, right? All these things help you get a sense of the career to pursue. Whoever is drawing on my screen, I really appreciate it if you stop. Thank you very, very much. So have that retrospection. What are the things you've done in the past? Volunteer experiences, things that you did that brought that came alive to you, right? All these things will give you a sense of an occupation to explore or a career to explore, right? So you see, we've still not tackled the goals yet. We've defined what a career goal is, but I'm walking you through how to even identify the career to pursue, because I'm not assuming that everybody is at that point, right? So now this is where we do the work. We are going to do an exercise here around the side, but then that'll be later in the presentation. But I want us to sort of just look at this. it's not enough for you to just sit there and think about, oh, I think these are my skills. I think this, put pen to paper. There's magic in writing. Take stock of what you have. And that's answering the introspection question or area. Write down your skills, the skills that you believe you have, right? You believe you have those skills. And it's something that sometimes you just know. Sometimes people have also told you that you are good at this. So sometimes get perspective from people, just get people you trust, people who really know you, and just ask them, what do you think I'm good at, right? Write them down. What are your interests? Reflect on things, like I said, reflect on things that you have done in the past that brought you some excitement, right? Experiences, opportunity. What are some of the opportunities you have as an individual? All these things, take stock of them and write them down, right? And then when you do that, you are able to map out career options that align with these interests or skills that you've identified. So if you have identified that you like talking, you like doing presentations, you are a people person, you like organizing events, you like taking pictures, then for each of these skills or interests that you have, look out for careers that potentially can help you utilize these skills. So again, you've identified that you like talking to people, you like selling, you like pushing things, right? Off the top of my head, I'm thinking of you exploring a marketing role, for example, being a public PR in a company, a lot of the salesperson and all that. So write the possible career options that align with these skills or passions that you have. Then it doesn't end there, right? Talk to people in these fields that you have identified or that are of interest to you. Talk to them, have conversations with them, let them walk you through their daily life, right? What they do on a daily basis in their careers. Ask them tough questions. Just do like an informal interview with them, right? Ask all the questions about these roles that you or these careers that you have mapped out, and get a better perspective by talking to people who are actually doing it. This will help you make informed career decisions, right? And now you have all these career options. So let's say you're able to identify 5 careers that align with your interests, your passions, and all that. Now, what you do is that you now narrow down your options, and you're narrowing down these options by taking into account what feels best for you. And that one, no one can help you with that. You know the feeling. So you've spoken to someone who is maybe doing marketing or is in the marketing field. The person has told you what they do on a daily basis, how it's like, and all that. You sit there and you're like, you know what? Although I have skills that align with that, it's not something that I think I can do because XYZ, this area of marketing I don't like and all that. So you have to narrow down your options. What feels right? You feel right about it. You know that this is something that if I have to commit 40 years of my life in doing, I will do it. I will enjoy doing it and all that. So this is the bit that you have to make the decision yourself, right? And so these are steps that I would like for you guys to either take a screenshot of it, but I think it's in the subsequent slides. Take a screenshot of it, and this is what you're going to use to help you identify that career that best fits or that's best fits for you, right? So we are going to assume that we have now identified that career that we want to pursue. So it can be, now I've identified that I want to do marketing. I want to find a career in marketing. I want to get a career in HR. I want to get a career in accounting. I want to get a career in photography, and all that. So you put it down. Now we are moving from it just being a career to now writing the actual career goals, right? And this image also stood out for me. It says a goal should scare you a little and excite you a lot, right? And so I think that and when you're thinking about your goal, it should be very exciting. At the same time, it should scare you a bit, right? But of course, it should be achievable. So I know you guys all know when we think about goals, what should come to your mind? Your goal should be SMART. We know the S is for specific, it needs to be measurable, it needs to be achievable, it needs to be realistic and time-bound, right? So writing your goals, think about it being SMART and think about the different ways that sums up the acronym SMART. So I'm going to give an example, right? It's an example that it's me and not me. So I have had to put myself in I had to put myself in this presentation so that it's very relatable. You guys can understand or get it, right? So I've had to write or coin a career goal, which is somewhat mine, but not entirely mine, right? So writing the career goals, I'm going to keep the SMART method in mind to help you. So this is it. So this person has identified that he wants to get or have a career in career services, right? So now the person has gone through the stages of identifying who they are, done the introspection, done the retrospection, spoken with people in the different careers that they think it will be of interest to them, and have narrowed down to, you know what, I want to do career services, right? So this is what the person is writing or setting as their career goal, having in mind a SMART approach. So the example is, in 10 years, I want to be a highly sought after expert or consultant, providing career services solutions for corporate organizations and higher educational institutions across the globe. Again, in 10 years, I want to be a highly sought after expert or consultants, providing career services solutions for organizations or corporate organizations and higher educational institutions across the globe. That is a person's career goal. Now let's analyze it. Is it SMART? Is it specific? Yes, I think it's very specific to what they want to do. Is it measurable? Yes. Is it achievable? Is it realistic? That one is not up to you to decide. It's up to the person. Somebody may read someone's career goal and say, oh, wow, this one that you can't achieve it. It's not realistic. But if you think it's realistic or achievable, then that's fine. Is it time bound? Yes. The person said in 10 years time, right? So this is how what you think about when you're writing your career goals. The reason this person is able to write this career goal and have the SMART approach in mind is because the person knows the career they want to pursue. Again, you need to identify your career first to be able to write the goals. So you don't skip the stage of finding your career and say, I'm going to write my career goal. You realize that you won't be able to write it all. It'll be some, you're just writing English really, right? So go to the step before this, which is identifying the career, is very important. When you're able to find that, you're able to write the right career goals. Okay. Now, after writing the goals, it's not just writing the goals and you sit down. You need to take some actions. You need to take some strategic actions to be able to achieve the career goal. So it's not okay. It's not enough to just write, okay, in 10 years, I want to be XYZ and that's it. Now you need to take strategic goals to be, actions to be able to achieve the goal, right? And that's what we call the short and the long-term goals or objectives. So I'm sure a lot of you have heard, and when you go for interviews, they ask, what are your short-term goals? What are your short-term objectives? What are your short-term or long-term objectives, right? And if you have a career goal, is it easy for you to coin your short and your long-term objectives or goals, right? However, people struggle with, and that is why I think today's session or workshop is important, how to even write it out or think about the short-term goals or the long-term goals, right? There are 3 areas that I believe you should consider when you are writing or you're thinking about the actions to take to be able to achieve the overall career goal, right? For both your short and your long-term goals or objectives. It should be around personal and professional skills development, right? So you're thinking about what actions can I take to be able to achieve my long-term goal? Think about personal and professional skills development. Think about trainings. What kind of training should I enroll in or take to be able to achieve my long-term goal or my overall career goal? What professional certificate should I be taking? I'm sure a lot of you are doing this Google training or program because it aligns with maybe your career goal or your long-term vision, right? So what kind of professional certifications should I take? should I do a further education or further studies to be able to achieve my overall goal? So depending on what your overall goal is, you are able to identify the right steps or actions to take to be able to achieve them, right? The next point is for you to think about the networks to build or nurture, or the relationships to build or nurture, right? So the first area is you thinking about your personal and professional skills development. The next one is the relationships that you need to build and nurture. The truth of the matter is you can't do anything in this world without people. And I know in recent times we've been talking about, oh, I'm all alone, I can do it by myself. Okay, sure. But you really can't move or succeed in life if you don't work with people, if you don't have the right people in your network, right? A lot of opportunities have come to people, not because really they were the expert or they know it all, but just because of relationships, because they knew somebody who was able to connect them or bring the opportunity to them and all that. And when it comes to your career, the people you build or the relationships you nurture are the ones that will help you with your career. And it's a fact. It's a fact. You can't be an island and think that you succeed. You can't be an island and not know anybody and think that you'll be able to achieve your career goal, right? So be able to build and nurture the relationships. So you should be thinking about who do I even have as my mentor, my mentors? Who are my mentors? What professional network should I be part of, right? All these things will help you. Then the last one will be the experiences. What kind of experiences should I get to be able to achieve my overall career goals? So you're thinking about volunteering, pro bono projects. What kind of volunteer work should I be doing? Should I job shadow someone to be able to understand the industry or get a better insight into the career that I want to pursue? Should I take some internships? Should I be engaged in some speaking engagement? Should I attend events or conferences? All these themes or areas will help you strategize, will help you write, to help you get take some actions towards your long-term or your short-term goals, right? So the plan of action is really, really important, right? So again, I'm going to use an example because the thing is, I'm tired of going for workshops or events where people are just talking and there are no examples, and I really don't get it, right? So because, like I said, I had to picture myself in this workshop to be able to get the right approach to the presentation or to this workshop, right? So the example here is now we have discovered what career we want to pursue. We have now identified what a career goal is and even how to write a career goal, sorry. And now we have identified the career, we have identified the career goal. Now we are going to see how we can write a short-term or a long-term goal or objectives. Keeping in mind these 3 areas that I want you guys to do. That's the personal and professional skills development, building and nurturing relationships and experiences, right? So this is an example. Still the same career goal. And the career goal is in 10 years, I want to be a highly sought after expert or consultant, providing career services solutions for corporate organizations and higher educational institutions across the globe. So not just in Ghana, not just in Africa, but across the globe. So this is really, and like I mentioned, it should be exciting, but a bit scary, right? So this I would say scares me, but I think I can achieve it, or this individual can achieve it, right? So now let's focus on the short-term objectives. Some people's short-term objective is like a year, 1 to 2 years, 1 to 3 years. Some people between 3 and 5 years, some people, whatever. It's really up to you what you define as a short-term goal. But of course, a short-term goal should be a short-term goal. That's why it's a short-term goal, right? So it shouldn't be a long thing. Like your short-term goal can be 10 years. Your short-term goal can be 20 years, at least 3 years, max 5 years and all that. But there's nothing like this is the standard. But I believe that lots of people, when they talk about short-term goals, they're referring to your 3 years, your 3 to 5 years, or your 1 to 3 years as a short-term goal, right? So based on the career goal, this is how this person is writing their short-term goals. Again, the short-term goals should also be SMART. It should be specific. It should be measurable. It should be achievable. It should be realistic, and it should be time-bound. Some of these short-term goals I've written are not necessarily SMART because I had to, but they were just
How can he enter me? Microphone. Oh, your video. I don't know whether you-
I think we've lost Akua again. She'll join in no time. Thank you.
Someone say something. Yeah. What's wrong with you?
hello. Hello.
Hi, Akua.
Hi.
Yeah, hello, we can hear you now.
So sorry, my lights are out and it's just going in and out. But yeah, okay, sure. So we're on the short-term objectives, right? So this person has identified that she needs to hone her or his communication skills. So one of their short-term goals to be able to achieve their long-term or their career goal is to hone their communication or skills in communication. Now that is the goal. That's a short-term goal. In the next 1 to 3 years or whatever, they should be able to hone their skills in communication. Now the question is, how are they going to do that? And that's the actions that they are going to take. They are going to take. Engagement at least once a quarter, and this is very smart, at least once a quarter. And this one, read a book a month, also specific. You are reading a book a month. Join a public speaking club. Get a communication coach. So these last two are not exactly smart, but it gives you an idea of what this person wants to do to be able to hone their skills in communication. I hope you are clear on this one, right? Then the next person is getting some professional training. So this person, because he wants to be a career services expert, providing it on a global platform, this person feels that if they work in a career services unit in a university to help them. So this person wants to, the action the person wants to take is to work in a career services unit of a university. This person also believes that they will shadow an experienced career services professional in Ghana and abroad for 6 months before the end of 2024. This is very smart. So this person would want to shadow an experienced career services professional in Ghana and abroad for 6 months before the end of 2024, right? Another area would be get a professional career services certification. And this is answering the whole, still under the personal and professional skills development, right? So this person believes that to be able to get a professional, to be able to get a professional services certification, they need to research. David, can you mute, please? Thank you. So to be able to get a professional career services certification, they believe that they need to research, enroll, and be certified as a career services professional by Q3 of 2025. So this is very specific. Q3 of 2025, right? So basically, they should have gotten a career services professional certification by 2025. Another area that they believe they need to achieve under their short-term objective or goal is to build a professional network. So how would they build their professional network? They believe that they need to attend strategic events and conferences in education, youth employability, industry networking events at least once a year. So for them to build that professional network, to get the right people in their circle and all that, they believe that they need to attend relevant or strategic events that people in their space will be there so that they can connect with, right? And then also they believe that they need to give back. The giving back will help them also boost the skills that they have, or hone their skills or develop the skills. So work on a pro bono project on career services for young people or organizations once every quarter. And that's what they want to do. And they believe that all these short-term goals or actions will help them achieve their long-term career goal. I hope this short-term example is clear. Let's move on to the long-term, and we'll open it up for some questions. So now this person, we've been able to identify the career goal. Like I said, we have the short-term goal. Now let's think about the SMART long-term objectives. And most of the time, long-term goals are about 5 years. Some people's long-term goal is 10 to 20 years. It's really but in this
Hello.
Yeah, network is patchy.
Yeah.
Connect
Trying
back
to
when it's
explain
stable.
that. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, we can hear you.
We can hear you now.
I'm so sorry about this. Okay. I'm really sorry about
No.
this. Can you make me a co-host so I can share my screen, please? Hello.
Hello, you can share your screen.
Yeah, I mean the organizer would have to make me a
Yes,
co-host.
yeah, I was trying to, but I made the wrong person a co-host. Sorry.
Okay. All right, before I do that, so far, are we okay with what we have I've shared with you?
Very relatable so far. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Henrietta. I'm still waiting. Okay. All right, sure. And again, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. It's beyond my control. Okay, so sorry about this. Okay, Godson, you have a question. Yes. Yes, Godson, please go ahead.
So my question is, at the plan of action, you're like you should establish strategic actions and build
You can hear
relationships.
Godson.
Godson, we can't hear you. Can you speak up, please?
Hello, please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Godson.
Is it okay now? Okay. So I was like, you said something like we need to have mentors, good relationships, we need to know people to guide us in order to reach our career path. So I wanted to know, is it a must? Like, let's say, is it not possible for somebody to reach his career path without having a mentor or knowing somebody?
So it's encouraged, right? It's encouraged because of the opportunities that come with having building your professional network. It's just encouraged. It has when you weigh the pros and cons, you're better off having, not to say a mentor, like I mean having a mentor is really important, but just having a professional network, people that support your career, people who because the thing is, you will not be in your, for example, if you are working in an organization, I don't think you're going to be working in the organization for forever, right? And so when you build your professional network, when opportunities come, these are the same people who share with you. If you're also looking for opportunities, these are the people you can reach out and say, hey, I'm open to exploring opportunities. Do you know XYZ and all that, right? So I would say that, and also from experience, I would say that building your professional network is important to your career. Do you understand? Because like I mentioned earlier, you can't go far if you don't have people around you. You can't be an island and expect that you will go far. So I'm not saying that people who you can't, for example, you need to know somebody to be able to get a job. No, that's not what I'm saying. You cannot know, people find jobs without knowing who even works there, or even the recruiters, right? But I'm talking about building a career that will last, to be successful in your career. You can't do it all by yourself. You need people. You just of ideas.
Okay, and also,
with people who just to do stuff together. Yeah, and so that's what career, building that relationship with people, right? And some people, it's 5 to 10 years, more than 10 years and all that. But for this individual, it was a 10-year career goal that they had. So definitely their short-term goal and the long-term goal will be within 10 years, right? So this person wants to hone their leadership skills. And for them, they feel like if they apply for an international leadership program, it would help them. So it is their goal to apply for an international leadership program by the end of 2026. Wow. And then also they believe that if they explore or they take up some leadership roles or opportunities in and outside the organization, it will help them get to the to where they want to get to, because this person is looking to being an expert or a consultant in career services. So to be able to get to that level, you should have taken some leadership roles. You should have had some leadership experience for people to have confidence in you, to give you that opportunity to either consult for them. So this person is thinking strategic, right? So the long-term goals are more strategic or more high-level actions that you are taking, right? And this person believes that to be able to get to that point of achieving their long-term goal, they need to set up a career services consultancy, because you are going to be a consultant in future, or as part of your career goal. So why don't you start the process as part of your long-term objective, right? As part of this person's long-term objective, they also want to build a high-level expertise in career services. Again, the person wants to be a career services expert or consultant. So this is high-level things that they will do in their long-term goals. So these are some of the actions or steps they will take. They will want to collaborate with professionals to write articles or journals on career services or on education. This is happening because the person wants to become an authority in that space, a thought leader in that space, because the person is thinking global. The person's client is not just in Ghana. The person's client is not just in Africa. The person's client potentially will be across the globe. And like I mentioned, in the initial definition of career goal, your career goal gives you some sense of direction. You understand? So because the person knows where he or she wants to get to, it helps you take the right strategic steps to be able to achieve that or that goal. So this person is thinking global. So what can I do? I need to become an authority in my space. And how can I do that? They believe that if they collaborate with professionals to write articles, journals, and all that in their space, it will make them a thought leader, right? They believe that if they start curating or leading conversations on career services or on education, it will make them a thought leader. It will help them build expertise in their area of interest. So for them, every quarter, they believe that if they lead conversations on career services, it will help them. If they engage in international projects every year to boost their credibility for the international market, it will help them. So this is somebody who will be looking for opportunities. Zachary, I'm coming. I'll call you. Let me finish this slide. This is someone who will be looking out for international opportunities to boost their global presence, right? And also offering trainings to higher educational professionals, right? So these actions would help them become an authority in the space that they are in. And they also believe that even in their long-term goal, they need to still continue to build that professional network, because it's really important. So again, attending events, and you realize that this person is not just going to attend just any events, but they are looking at attending international events, right? Conferences that will help them connect with people internationally, so that when they become, to be able to achieve that, their ultimate career goal of becoming an international consultant, right? And of course, further personal and professional training. For that, you can't say you end. It's a beginning and end. It's a lifelong thing. It's ongoing. Your professional and personal development is something that you should be doing all the time. I do this coaching, or I facilitate workshops for a lot of people, a lot of organizations, and I don't even still think I have arrived. The moment I feel I have arrived, there's a problem. And so I always still want to improve on my communication skills. I'm still improving on my presentation skills, my interpersonal skills, my leadership skills, and all that. It's something that I'm still doing, because I never assumed that I would arrive, right? And all that. So for someone like this, for their long-term goal, they are looking at going through some consulting training, how to become an effective consultant, and getting some other soft skills development training and all that. And they also believe that still giving back will help them stay grounded and still be able to achieve their career goals, right? So Zachariah, please hold on. I just want to finish this and then I'll take your question. Now you have identified your career, you've identified your career goals, you have set your short-term, your long-term goals in terms of the actions you need to take around the 3 thematic areas that I mentioned, which is building your skills, personal and professional development skills, getting the right people around you, that's building and nurturing the relationships, and the last bit, which is getting the experience that you want. So even if this person at some point feels that they need to intern with someone, cool. And I think that was under their short-term goal or something like that. Now you've done all these things. How do you measure your progress? How do you know that you are actually doing well, you are improving and all that? So there should be an aspect of you measuring your progress, right? So your short-term goals, you said you do X, Y, Z. Long-term goals, you say you do X, Y, Z. You should have a schedule around measuring your progress. So for your short-term goals, you said you would hone your communication skills. You said you're going to read a book a month. Go back and find out, are you really reading a book a month? You said you do some speaking engagement at least once a quarter. Find out if this is really happening and look for areas that you need to improve. Where are you falling back at? And what support do you think you need? Who do you think you need to talk to be able to get on track and all that? And you need your accountability partners. So again, the one who asked, I think I forget the person's name, who was talking about, do we still need, is it important to have people around you having mentors? This is one of the reasons you need it. You need someone who you are accountable to. That's the only way you can keep, or you can be on track. Even for me, I have mentors. I have mentors for the different aspects of my lives, right? But maybe with my career, I have about 2 or 3 mentors who support me. Anytime I'm going to do a presentation, anytime I'm going to do a speaking engagement or whatever, I think there are about 2 mentors I speak with. I share my presentation slides with them. I do mock presentations to them. They critique it. They give me feedback. They tell me, hey, take this out, add this. This is your audience, so do this. These are people I am accountable to. Every human being needs to be accountable to someone if you want to be successful. If you don't want to, then that's fine. So who are your accountability partners? Are they your mentors? Are they your supervisors? Are they your career advisors? I have mentees, people who I coach, who anytime they're also doing something, they come to me and then I walk them through how they can do it better. Everybody needs someone, right? So when it comes to measuring your progress, look out for your accountability partners. Who are they? Walk them through it. You said you're going to read a book XYZ. They are the people you should go to and tell them, yes, I was able to read a book, I wasn't able to do, and they should help you find solutions to the problems that you're dealing with, right? And then also measuring your progress allows you to take the necessary steps. There are times where your long-term goal would sort of come earlier. So I'll use myself as an example. The example I used was for me. You see the long-term goal, I said I will start, and this person will start a career services consultancy, and that's between 5 and 10 years. The person should have set up a career services consultancy. If within your if within your 4 years, which is your short-term goal, you're achieving it, an opportunity came up and you're able to set up your career services consultancy, that will move from it being a long-term goal when it comes to a short-term goal. And that is why you need to, it's important. This stage is very important. This stage will help you review your long-term and your short-term objectives. So this will move from being long to short-term. And sometimes some short-term goals can even move from short-term to being long-term. You can move things around. And so that's why it's very important to review your long-term and short-term goal. This person's long-term goal indicated that between 5 and 10 years, they should have applied for an international leadership program. It's possible that you may even get that opportunity earlier. So that thing will not be a long-term goal again, it will move to a short-term goal. Do you see what I mean? That's why it's very important. But word of caution here, don't be too hard on yourself. Life really happens. So sometimes you say you read a book a month and all that, sweetheart, you may not even have read a book in a year, but you are conscious about it. And that's why if you have accountability partners, sometimes you're like, oh, well, I didn't read a book. Sometimes we didn't know about you, but it's the fact that your accountability partners will be disappointed in you, even gives you that spark or that energy to even do what you are supposed to do, right? So now this is the bit that you are going to do. I've spoken a lot, I've talked a lot. So we are going to do this exercise for those of you who are still struggling or still trying to figure out the career to choose, right? This is what this assignment you are going to do right now. And then a few of you can start writing your short-term and long-term goal, and then we will wrap up. But before then, Zachariah, you had a question. You can unmute and ask your question. Thank you very much. Zachariah.
Can I ask my question?
Yes, Zachariah, please ask your question.
Hello.
Zachariah,
Hello.
yes, ask your question.
Can you hear me? My question is like with this kind of courses we are doing, I came in late, but after I'm doing the data analytics. After the data analytics, is there any further studies you will bring on board for us to learn?
I think this question will be for the organizers of this program, I'm guessing so.
Could you please take it again?
Okay. We will see what the Lord will do about that. Harrison, please unmute and speak.
Hello.
Hi.
Please unmute and speak.
Okay. Please, my question is, should one career be also based on the current trends? Like, let's say, for instance, for the past, I think 3 years coming, everything has been tech. Like, there's a boom in the tech industry. So, should or can one choose a career, especially those who are not that sure of what they want to do? Should they choose a career according to the trends in the world or in the professional space? Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your question. And I think that is why we're going to do this exercise. I'm not a believer of doing something because it's in fashion or because everybody thinks it's what to do. I'd rather you take a that aligns with your purpose, interest, right? And because the thing is, every long-term goal, you can actually fix it in the ultimate goal for you. Do you understand? That's where you want to get to, experiences and opportunities and all that consider. So the opportunity there's, for example, we're in a tech space right now. So even if you want to be, say, a highly whatever, let's say consultants, a marketing consultant, what opportunities are available for you to become an effective one? Then you can even infuse the whole tech space in it. So you're not going to be that regular marketer, right? But you're going to be that marketing person or expert who uses data or uses technology to drive sales and all that kind of stuff. But the ultimate goal is you are going to be a marketing guru or whatever it is, right? But in your short-term and long-term goal, based on the opportunities or based on the trends that are available, you can infuse it in there. I don't know if I'm making sense. Let me know if I am.
Yes, please. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Can we take some of the questions in the chat?
Yes, okay. I want Kwame Ampah to unmute and speak, and then we can take the questions. Are you talking about questions from Evans?
Yeah, hello.
So from Evans, right?
Yeah.
That's the only one I see from Evans, and
yeah, but then there is another question up here from Kenneth.
Yeah, because I logged off and logged on, I'm not seeing all the questions.
Okay.
If you can read that to me, that's fine. But let's have Kwame. Speak, and then we can do that.
Hello.
Right.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
She said some of our strengths, we need people to tell us. So, and I think we should jot down what we are good at and all that. So I'm asking, is it the ones that we know ourselves, or both the ones we know and the ones our friends or the people
both.
we trust around?
Yeah, both. So it can be yourself and what people have also told you, but of course, start within from yourself. Yeah. So it's a combination of everything. Yeah. What you believe, you know, that's your skill. And it's because you know that you are good at it, and also people have confirmed it. Yes. Okay. So you're welcome, darling. So can we have can someone read that question for me, because I don't have it because I was in and out of it.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Kenneth said, hello, madam, please, I have a question. In your presentation, you talked about career goals stemming from something one is good at or happy doing. I want to ask, could one start a career goal from the scratch?
Can you start a career goal from the scratch?
Yeah.
I don't think I understand that.
Yeah, me too. But I think he's trying to say that if he has nothing.
Scratch, as in,
he's not
I
good
don't
at
think I understand what you
anything
mean.
at the moment.
Hello, can you hear me? And that is why we are doing this exercise. And that's why we started with the fact that I acknowledge that not everybody has figured out their career yet.
Yeah.
So can we move from sitting down thinking that, oh, I don't know what to do, I'm confused and everything, and do the exercise. The exercise is going to help you identify it. If you don't do this exercise, or you don't commit to figuring out what you want from life, you will be stagnant forever. So let's move from that confusion state and moving from, I don't know what to do, I'm not interested in anything, and let's move from that and apply ourselves, do the exercise, right? And that is why I'm going to spend about 5-10 minutes doing this thing, okay? And so we will do this, and that will help you start from the scratch, like you put it, okay? Because nobody exists just for nothing. It's just there. There's nothing in them. It's not possible. The reason you think there's nothing in you, the reason you think you don't have any skills, you're not passionate about anything, you're not interested in anything, is because you haven't applied yourself. You haven't done any volunteer thing. You've not done anything to it. Because when you when you start doing something, when you see a role or you see an opportunity and you apply and you want to do it, just even for free volunteering, you are able to identify, oh, when they asked me to even organize an event, I loved it. I really enjoyed it. Okay, then you write it down. Okay, organize an event. When they asked me to stand in front of people and speak to them, Charlie, I didn't like it at all. And, stuff like that. That's how you build on yourself. That's when you get to know what is inside you. You only get to know what is inside you by doing. If you don't do anything, you won't find anything. And that's the truth. So let's move from, oh, I'm not passionate about it, I don't know anything, and apply or do something. You can't just be a human being and just be there and not do anything, expect to find a career. No, it won't happen, right? So I acknowledge that. I know we're going to have a bunch of you like that, and that is why I have done this. We are going to do this exercise together. Okay, sure. But thank you for sending this contribution. There's a question on, I am a foster kid by Evans, and I am passionate to educate myself to the highest level I can to be able to help other foster kids like me financially, physically, and mentally. I am stuck between choosing a career for myself. Many often people tell me I need to identify my purpose first before I know what career I want to. My question is, do I need to discover my purpose before I know my career? Yes. You need to discover your purpose to be able to be able to find that career that you are meant to do. So again, I said that there is something called just a career, doing it just because, yes, we have to do it because this is just all about the money. And finding a career that is it has purpose, it has meaning, it brings you fulfillment. These are two things you have to choose for yourself. Do you want to be an individual who is just doing a career just because I need to wake up and go to work, and that's about it? At the end of the month, they'll pay me, that's about it. I don't care. That's it. Or you want to be that individual whose career is making an impact in someone's life. It's aligned to your purpose. It's aligned to what whoever you believe is your creator has brought you to this world to do. It's really about you. You have to choose. Yes. So somebody can say that I want to do marketing. Why do you want to do marketing? Maybe it aligns with your purpose. You want to use your marketing to be able to affect lives in XYZ and all that kind of stuff. You need to. Somebody wants to say, I want to be a marketer because there's money in marketing. And they will find a career around that. And it's really up to them. So what do you want from life? Really is a question. Do you want to find do you want a life that every day you are slaving, every day you are dreading it's going to work, you are not happy, or you want to invest in discovering who you are, discovering your purpose, and through that you find the right career that fits your purpose or your interest or your whatever? Is really up to you. Okay. So thank you. I'm sure Prosper's question is not for me. How can I access this? Is not my. Jennifer Nyako said, I think something has become clearer to me from your presentation. Oh, thank you. Oh, sorry, it was a direct message to me. Sorry, I read it out. I didn't realize it was a direct message. Thank you, Jennifer. I'm glad that something has become clearer to you. Yes. Okay, so there's one you sent, which is public. You say, what is a career option for someone who enjoys making PowerPoint slides? That is cool. You know what? I also believe that you can create your own career. Yeah. You can create it. If you believe that for you, that's all you want to do, why not? Create it. Demonstrate, put it out there, let people know that this is what you are good at. Again, remember the diagram I showed you, right? Let me go back to it. The diagram I showed you. The stuff you love to do. So I'm guessing you love to create PowerPoint. I'm guessing with that means you're a creative person, you're analytical, you are all that. And the stuff you are good at, right? So I'm guessing you are good at it, you love to do it. Now, the question is, are you going to get someone to pay you to do this thing? Yes, you will get someone to pay you to do this. There are a lot of, how do they call them? A lot of professionals who have to do this. So for example, this is my presentation. I did it myself because I love pictures. I love I'm creative. I love all these things, right? So my presentations are not just words, and I like to put pictures inside to make it come alive and all that kind of stuff. We have some professionals who don't have time for this, right? They just want to put that and just come and talk. When you see some people's presentations, it's all about words and all that, right? So you can be that person who goes to these companies and send proposals and tell people that, hey, this is what I do. Anytime so you can, even on LinkedIn, for example, you can create that awareness on LinkedIn. Let people know that this is what you do. We are open to helping professionals have exciting PowerPoint slides when they're going to read their presentation. So all they'll do is that they send you what they are going to present on, or they'll give you a call and say, okay, so for example, if you're going to do this for me, you just send me a message and just say, hey, I'll just send you a message and say, hey, Jennifer, I saw on LinkedIn that you help professionals write or have interesting or captivating PowerPoint slides. I'm going to do a talk on certain career goals. Would you like to help you? And I was like, yeah, sure. Then either I share what I want to capture in my presentation with you, and then you do a PowerPoint slides presentation for me, or I just talk to you and you get a better sense of what I want to do and you just send to me. And I will recommend it to someone, and it becomes a profession. You have a consultancy where professionals who want to get captivating PowerPoints, you are the one they come to. So you build a career around it. It's really about you and what you want from life. Again, if you feel that it is what you're interested in, you love doing, you know that they're going to get a market for it, why not? Sometimes there's no market for it, but you can force someone or force people to want your products, and then people will pay you for it. When I wanted to do career services, a lot of people say that, who will pay you to do this thing? But people pay me to speak. People pay me by the hour to speak. People pay me for people because of what I do. But you'll be compelled to do it because of the expertise that I'm bringing on board. Yes, Jennifer, please explore it. Yeah, explore it. It's really about you and what you want from life, really. Okay, so Gertrude, you have a question. Please unmute and ask your question. Godson, please put your question in the chat box for me, please, if you don't mind. Gertrude, please unmute and ask your question. Yes, Gertrude.
Please, I want to ask that if you've discovered that you know how to do something, but actually you don't like it, like you don't actually like it, but you know how to do it, and maybe what you like to, you don't really know how to do. How will you go about this thing?
Like you don't know how to do it, but what you don't like, you know how to do. It's not just saying. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Please let me know if you guys can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
So I'm saying that, are you saying that you don't like, you are good at what you don't like to do, but you're not good at what you like to do? Basically that?
Yes.
Okay. Then build the skills around the area that you love to do. Do you understand? So for example, you know that you would have loved to do maybe what I'm doing, like you love to facilitate workshops, you like to talk to people, do be a good communicator and all that thing. You admire people who do that, you love to do it, but you're not good at it. Build your skills around it. Do you understand? Because it's something you know you would love to do it, but you don't have the right skills for it. Just build your skills around it. I've not always been this like the way I can do a presentation and speak and everything. I've not always been like that. I've had to develop the skill I've had to hone my communication skills because of a long-term goal I have, because of the kind of work I do. I need to talk a lot and all that. So I need to hone that skill. So I would advise that you develop that skill that you need to be able to be good at what you want to do. Does this answer your question, Gertrude?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. One thing I need to tell you guys is nobody will come and do the work for you. If you want to succeed in life, nobody will do the work for you. The best I can do is just coach you, give you ideas, share opportunities with you, but no one will do the work for you if you don't do it yourself. So you guys need to cultivate the habit of owning your career journey, saying that this is where I want to go to, and this is what it takes to get there. And I'm committed to, you know, doing whatever I have to do to get there. Yeah. Okay, so Godson, you sent me your question. You said, my question is about getting a mentor. It is really difficult for me. I sometimes approach some of these people at seminars and stuff, but it will turn out to be like along the line, they don't mind you again. Sometimes you send a message on LinkedIn, no response. So I would like to know how to go about it. Thank you, Godson, for your question. So two things. If somebody's going to mentor you, it's supposed to be a win-win, right? What are you bringing to the table and why should I mentor you? Do you understand? So sometimes when you approach people, I don't know the kind of conversations you have with them. If you're going to talk to someone and you don't articulate yourself well, you don't even know why you want the person to mentor you, I don't think I'll waste my time mentoring you. So I would like for you to reflect on how you approach these people. Do you just say, hello, I want you to be my mentor? Why do you want to be a mentor? Are you articulating your thoughts well? Are you convincing enough? What have you done in the past that will make somebody want to even mentor you? Because the thing is that it's going to be time, and these people are professionals. These are people who are going to give you their time. They need to know that they are mentoring somebody who's going to add value to them. Or so if you showcase the things you've done in the past, you tell them that, oh, you are the curator for XYZ. This is your career goal. You want to go to XYZ. This is my short-term goals and everything. And in my short-term goals, I need to get a mentor who will help me achieve my XYZ. Trust me, people would want to engage you. And so that's why this exercise is very important. When you have a clear picture to where you want to go, to your long-term goal, right? You are able to communicate effectively. When you're talking to someone, you know why you're talking to someone. You are very strategic about that, because I mentioned that you are building your network, you're building the relationship with people. So if it means that you need to get a mentor, why is this person the one you want to go to? And when you articulate it to the person can tell that, wow, this person has either done his research well and all that. And it fits their long-term goal. So yes, I'll be able to collaborate to do that. So do that and make sure that when you're reaching out to people, you're not just saying, hello, I've heard a lot about you. I like the work you do and I want you to be my mentor. No, it's not enough. Let them know what you are about. Let them know your long-term vision, your goals, and how that aligns with how they come in as a mentor to support you, and it'll be good. All right. Okay, you sent a mail. Thank you very much. I got the missing piece. Yes, exactly. I like the fact that you've gotten the missing piece. So just put it together and you should be fine. Philip says, I love anything technology and also have some skills in writing some programming language, but I don't know the exact field to go into, and also how to improve on my skills to become a professional. Also, how can I balance the skills I'm learning now with academic work? So you love anything technology and also have some skills in writing some programming language, but I don't know. Yeah, can't you become isn't it about you becoming a web developer? And there are people who write codes, like writing codes. Yeah, so these are options or career options that you can explore. Being a web developer, writing codes for companies, or building softwares and selling them. So with something like this, you can build softwares and sell them. You understand? And your other bit is, so you know what? Sometimes just doing a random Google search, career options in programming, career options in coding, stuff like that. Some options will come up, and then you can read around it, right? So it's not all about just sitting there and figuring it out yourself. All you have to do is, what you're passionate about. So just put it in Google. This is what I'm passionate about. ChatGPT will help you. Put it in Google or whatever. This is what you're passionate about. What career options are available, or can I explore with this passion or interest? And it will come. And then when you list them down, like I'm saying, you can start talking to people who are in that space and get a better sense of what it is. And then you can start planning around it and setting your long-term and short-term goals. And then you said how to improve on the skills to become a professional. So what skills are you going to, what skills are relevant, both soft and hard skills? What skills are relevant, and then you start developing them. So if it's communication skills, like I said, you need to know how to develop or improve your communication skills. Again, random Google search can give you an idea of how to improve your leadership, communication skills, whatever skills it is, right? Sometimes we know, so just sit down and think about it. If you know you don't communicate well, you don't need Google to tell you how to improve your communication skills. It's all about reading well. It's all about committing to and do a lot of public speaking engagements and all that. So first know what the industry is or what career it is and what would the skills that are required to excel in that space, and then build or hone the skills around them. And how can I balance the skills I'm learning now with academic work? I don't know the skills you are learning now, but and I also don't know academic work that you're doing. So you have to figure out what you're doing and then try to find the intersection, right? Okay, we have Owari saying that I am Owari, a marketing communicator, and I have interest in public and climate change and climate policy because I love to see myself help people and affect change. But my worry and question is that how do I blend the two and be perfect at it? So you're a marketing communicator. That means you communicate marketing, I guess, right? And you have an interest in climate change and policy and all that kind of stuff. And because I love to see myself help people achieve that. Yeah, so why can't you use your communication skills or the fact that you communicate either online, I mean, using tech or technology to highlight for people to know more about climate change and climate policies. So you can be that person who breaks down these concepts into bits that the layman can understand. So you can be that go-to person that anything that has to do with climate change or climate policy, whatever, they go to because you make it interactive, you make it simple, you make it fun and all that. So you can be that go-to person. So use your marketing communication. I'm guessing what I think marketing communication is what it is. Use that to be able to drive conversations around issues that are important to you, because you said you love to see yourself help people to affect change. Exactly. So climate change and climate and policy are things that are relevant to us as human beings, but lots of us don't really understand it. The terms or the terminologies are a bit technical and all that. So why don't you use your communication skills to be able to flesh it out well by making it very simple. Everybody to understand, so that communicates climate issues and everything to us. You'll be the go-to person they work with. You'll be like an ambassador. You'll be their communication person that they will use to get these things across, because you've been able to dissect it well and all that. So these are some of the things that you can think about, unless I don't understand what the marketing communication thing is about. If while you have your hand up, please. But wait, before that, Owari, please let me know if this makes sense or whatever. Owari, please unmute and just let me know. Owari.
Yes, madam.
Does this make sense? Did I answer it well?
Yes, please. You did very well. I like that. I have now got to understand how to blend the two and find my purpose, how I can deal with it without harboring my head all over and over again. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. So just be able to use the skills that you have to be able to translate this information to people. You be that go-to, be that person that anytime they want to talk about policy related, climate policy or related stuff around climate change and all that, because you communicate it effectively using simple terms, creative stuff and all that to do that, right? And I'll use myself an example. I've created a niche for myself that anyone who wants to do anything with young people on career development and everything, I should be the one you should think about or call me to facilitate that for me, because it can be a very complex thing that if you don't take care, you will lose people, right? If you don't take care, if you don't communicate well or make it relatable, you lose people. So I work for brands, I work for companies to be able to drive that conversation on career development for young people. So you can be that person soon. All right, sure.
Okay, thank you very much, Mom.
Thank you too. Akua, please unmute and speak. Your hand has been up.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Akua, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to join very early due to network problems. Yes, please, I overheard you say one exercise. Yes, and please, I don't know the exercise we're talking about. And also here, I mean, I'm a student at KNUST. I'm in 3rd year, and I'm reading linguistics.
Okay.
Apparently, I don't know. It's like I know there's a lot of opportunities at linguistics, you offering linguistics, but it's like me personally, I don't know what I want to be. Like, I just don't know what I want to be in future. But
okay.
I know maybe linguistics can go into journalism and a whole lot of stuff here. So it's like I'm doing a whole lot of things that sometimes not even related to my program of study. Okay. And I don't know how to go about it. Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for.
Thank you.
So I'm going to bust your bubble or other people's bubble here. The fact that you are studying a course in the university doesn't necessarily mean that that's what you need to be in future. I'm busting your bubble. So you studied marketing. It doesn't necessarily mean you need to do something in marketing. Yeah. Your university education is just supposed to ideally, our educational system or higher education is just supposed to prepare us to succeed in life. So whatever field you want to go to, the exposure, the experiences, the whatever we've learned is supposed to help us or give us a broader perspective or mindset to wherever we want to go to. So don't beat yourself up because you're pursue a career with that course, that's fine. So linguistic, you can even be what you can act. Yeah, I think you can do a whole lot. You can do a journalism, like you mentioned, like a lot of things under linguistics. So the simple thing you can do is just go on Google and just do what career options are available for a linguistic major, for example. They will come. And then you go through them. So as you're going through, when maybe journalism comes, journalism, no. This one can, one will come and say, oh, wow, I think this. And maybe look for someone who is doing that and speak with the pen. That's an option you can do. The other option is what I want us to do, which is what everybody's going to do right now. I don't want us to worry ourselves to look for careers just because I'm doing marketing, I have to be a marketer. If you want to do a marketing, take a marketing career because you love it and all that, that's fine. But if you are confused like you, if are you saying that you are doing a lot of things and all that, which is fine because it allows you to discover what you want from life, then that's a good thing. So the fact that you're doing a lot of things is actually good because it will help you now do the retrospection that I did. I don't know if you were I don't know if you were there when I was doing, were you there when I were talking about the introspection and the retrospection?
No, please, I wasn't there.
So I think I understand why you're asking this question. So can you see the slides? Can you see the screen?
Yes, please, I can see it now.
This is a very important thing or part of you. For you, this is very important. Know yourself. What are your values? What's your personality? What are your passions, your interests, your skills, your strengths? These things are going to help you or give you a sense of career to explore. Do you understand? And your will be, think about the past things you've done, maybe some internships you've done, some projects you've worked on, maybe you organized some events, you did XYZ. Those things, when you were doing it, identify the ones that when you were doing it, you loved doing it, you came alive. Like if nobody even paid you to do, you do it again. Like anytime you're doing it, you're lit up. anytime somebody reaches out to me and tells me that, hey, okay, I have a bunch of people I want you to talk about career development. Like I literally am like all over the place. I love it. I think I'll do this forever. I love this. Do you understand? Like wake me up right now and tell me that, oh, in the next 2 minutes, I want you to talk to a young person who is confused about that. I'm like, yeah, sure, put me on. That's the point everybody needs to get to. You need to be so aware of the areas in your life that you are good at. If they don't even pay you to do it, you will do it. Do you understand? When I was starting my career, I was doing a lot of things for free. Like I'll just do it because I loved it. I'll do it, and I've built a career around it. It will be very difficult for you to engage me and tell me that you even pay me. Do you understand? Because before you came to me, you've seen something, and that's what is making you say, I want you to do X, Y, Z. Do you understand? So you're in university, you're in the university. Use this stage to discover yourself. Use this stage to pay attention to the things that bring you excitement. When you're doing it, you love doing it. You literally lit up when you're doing it. So maybe take a screenshot of this thing and will help you. But let's go again. I want us to spend 3 minutes to go through this exercise.
Okay.
And in this way, yeah, thank you too. In this one, I want you guys to think about putting it on a paper. There's magic in writing, I'm telling you. Put it on a paper, your book, whatever. I don't believe in you typing it, take a pen and take a paper and write it down. So I want us to start taking stock of what we have, which is what are our skills. Because the reason I want us to do this, because if we leave this session, some of you will not even think about it, because you see what I mean? Like there's a lot of things that you are juggling. So let's make this a reflective exercise, just about 3-5 minutes. I want you to sit down and take stock of what you have, and under that, reflect on the skills you believe you have, your strengths, like you are good at it, your passion, something you're very passionate about, you love doing, you are very, like it's something you're very passionate about. So you forget about the experiences and opportunities. I want us to take stock of our skills, our strengths, our passions. That's all I want us to do. Take a screenshot of this and you can continue for the rest of, when you have time. But in the next 3-5 minutes is what my time on the second hand, I'm on 36. So when we are on 40, we'll stop work. So I want us to take stock. We haven't done this a lot of us have not even done it before, but this is the step to identifying who you are, what your purpose is, and it will help you identify the skills, the career to explore. And that's what you will use to write your career goal. So let's take stock of our skills, our strengths and passions. That's all we want to do. And I would open it for a few of you to share if you don't mind. So when the second, the minute hand is on 40, we'll stop work. It's on 37 now. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Please, are we doing only the take stock of what you have? Is it the only one?
Yeah, that's all we are doing. But if you want to move on to the next one, which is mapping out career options, you can do that. The reason I don't want us to do that now is because some of these things will just mean you have to do some random Google search. But if you have an idea of them, you can write them down. So you can start, you can do the 1 and 2 is fine.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Okay, we have a minute to go and then okay. Thank you very much. And like I said, let's not make this just a 2 minutes thing and that's it. Let's continue after the session anytime you are free. Sometimes let's just put away the phones and just reflect on who we are first. Okay, we are consuming a lot, but we are not making time to knowing who we are. Okay, so I would love, Margaret, I've seen your question. I would answer it after we finish this exercise. Okay. So now let's get talking. I would love for someone who is confident enough or doesn't mind just sharing with us how the experience was, just thinking about taking stock. First, let us know, have you done this before? Is this your first time? How was the experience like? And were you able to even get something? And if you want to share, or if you don't, that's okay. But I just want to get feedback on the experience. That's if you did it. So please unmute and share with us.
Hello.
Hi. Please mention your, I don't think I know who is speaking, so please mention your name and then you can.
Okay. This is Awal Abdulrahman.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, please speak. Go on.
I said this hour. Okay. Actually, this is my first time of using pen and paper to write down my own assessment on my own since I have been possessing for a while. So when the exercise was going on, I just asked within myself, what do I think I possess or I have? So with that, assessing myself, I was able to know that I possess some basic computer skills. I have communication skills and I have counseling skills. So those, the three components were the items or the stuff I think I have within me. Basic computer skills, communication skills, and counseling skills.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Would you like to move on to the next question? Which were you able to think about possible career options that align with these skills and interests and all that? Were you able to
Yes,
think about
yes.
what you are passionate about and your interests? Did you get to that point?
Yeah, I only that I just paraphrase them. For the basic computer skills, I know I could have involved in a digital marketing or social media management. And then with my communication skills, I could be a human resource manager. Then with the counseling skills, I could be a counselor or a psychologist in an institution to provide guidance to clients.
Okay. Have
But
you
I'm listening.
Have you thought about how you can merge all? Can you find a career that can allow you to merge all these skills, passions, and interests?
Yeah, so boxing all together, my passion lies in the computer area.
Okay.
So if I found myself in the computer skills and I've been employed, I could be able to use both my communication skills and my counseling skills as with the computer skills. For example, if I'm working at the as an IT support specialist, which involve dealing with clients' issues. So when they come for me to troubleshoot their computers, if I don't have proper communication skills, I might end up annoying them. Then two, based on my speech, sometimes one machine might have frustrated the person. So the person needs a good counselor or some kind of small advice, give the person some assurance that the machine will be able to revive the machine and bring it back to order for the person.
Okay. So in short,
based on your program,
what career do you think?
Yeah, so in short, I think being an IT specialist will bring all these components together and make me a happy person in my job.
I love that. And so what do you think, off the top of your head, can you think of a career goal, a long-term career goal, with having the smart approach in mind, like what we did?
Good. So for short-term or long-term one?
Just think about the career goal, like the long-term, where you see yourself in the next 10 years, for example.
In the next 10 years, I would love to be in maybe a reputable organization that's handle their computer accessories and supporting the organization's computer programs.
Okay. So based on that, you can design your short-term and your long-term goals, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So not everybody's long-term would mean that they have to have their own company or whatever. Some people would still want to work for people, as in supporting them, and that is fine. Some people would be entrepreneurs and some people be entrepreneurs, so that is fine. So I really like it. The more you do it, you realize that you get a lot of clarity, will get better. But that's why we are doing this exercise. The exercise is to help you start thinking about it. So this, trust me, in the next year, you tell me that, oh, okay, now I have a better sense.
Thanks so much.
Like, it's now clearer. Here, sit down and I'd have to do your own business on the side and also do the bits that you're talking about. It gives you a better perspective to whatever you want to do. So thank you very much, sir, for doing this. After Ifwa, we go to Henrietta. Ifwa.
Yeah, hello.
Hi.
Okay. Please, Ifwa, yes, I'm Ifwa. And please, the skills I was able to develop. I think teamwork, I'm good at teamwork. Public speaking. Yes, I also love taking leadership roles. And also problem solving too. Yes. And about my strength, I think I like teaching. I don't know. Yes, I really like teaching. Yes, I think I just realized that if I know something and I'm teaching it, it's easier for me. So it's very difficult for me if I don't know the thing. Yes, so I like teaching. Yeah, and on my experiences. Mom, please, can you highlight more about the experience? What do you want us to talk about? Because it seems I wrote something that I'm not sure is part. Because what I wrote is my experiences where I volunteered. They did programs here, and actually volunteered here, ushering, coordinating, and a whole lot of stuff. And I actually also did my internship at Stanbic Bank. Yes. So yes.
Right. So all that is supposed to allow you to reflect on what you did there. So the experiences that the opportunities that you've gotten. What were some of the things that what some of the things you that makes you reflect on to say that, oh, when I did it, I enjoyed doing, I loved it, I didn't like it, so this is out, this is in, stuff like that. So that's why I want you to think about the experiences and all that. Okay, so based on what you have done, what are possible career options you can explore?
I think journalism, yeah. It's not bad. Yeah, and I think HRM to human resource management.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Okay, so these are the options, right? So someone like you, I should see you talking to someone in these spaces to get a better sense of what the work is about. And that's when you will make the decision as to this thing for me or not. And there may be others or more. Do you understand? So you just identify 2 or 3, there may be more. And then the skills and the first question, which is the skills, what you're passionate about, it's because you just started, you've not discovered a lot, but then there's a lot that you can still think about that will help you get a better sense of what you want to do. But thank you very much for starting this exercise. The moment you start, you build mastery over time. Then things add up, things become clearer. When I was doing this exercise, I wanted to be an advertiser because I told you I'm a creative. I love these things. I wanted to be an advertiser. I wanted to be in the advertising space. There was a bit that I wanted to be in HR. I've evolved with these things, right? So the more you do it, you get better, right? And the more you do things, like I mentioned, you find yourself or you discover yourself when you're doing. So the more you do things, the more you volunteer, the more you initiate stuff, you realize that you get a sense of, I did this, I didn't like it. I did this, I loved it. Oh, okay, I love it when I have to talk to people. I love it when I, stuff like that. It gives you a better sense of things. So thank you very much if I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Henrietta, please.
Okay, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Henrietta. I love your picture.
Thank you.
Okay.
So about this exercise, well, I think I've done this exercise not knowing I'm doing that.
Right.
So I actually started as a visual art student at the SHS level. I completed, I thought, well, that should be the path I am supposed to take. So I think I went to IPMC to study graphics and web design. But I realized, although I loved it, but it wasn't something I was crazy about. So my dad, he is more an academic person. So he felt you need to go to university, not these computer things. So the university, I went to UDS. I started with a diploma program in community development. Then I realized that, well, this is something that seems more relatable to me. Although I love graphics, but I kind of like this more. So I furthered with development planning. Then after school, I thought, well, I have to get a development planning related job. So I need to work at the district assembly at all costs. But I tried pushing that and it wasn't going through. Then I love volunteering too. So I started volunteering on jobs, doing part-time jobs here and there. Then I realized that with all the jobs I did, I am happiest when I'm relating with other people.
Okay.
Serving other people. I even became an entrepreneur, making my own sketchbooks and selling and all that. But I realized that I work better when I'm serving. So I invigilate for British Council. I did brigades coordinator for Global Brigades. It's these project-led NGOs. So I realized with those ones, I'm better at it. Then I remember back at school, I was very good at project management, both at the diploma level and the degree level. So I realized that, well, it seems when it comes to projects, most successful projects are the ones that has project managers with good leadership skills, good people skills. Then that I thought I have good people skills. I have good problem solving skills because I'm always looking for a way to make something better, trying to find solution to something. So I decided, well, maybe if I focus more on project management, that would be the best place for me because that was when I was happiest. Among all the volunteering and the part-time jobs I've done, I'm happiest when I'm doing project-related jobs.
Right.
So I became sick and couldn't be that active. Then I realized there was a place.
Did we lose her? Or I'm the one?
No, I think she's muted.
Oh.
Hello?
Yes, Henrietta.
Yeah. So I don't know where it went off, but I realized that I was good with project management related jobs.
Okay.
When I'm assisting people achieve a goal. Because when it comes to me achieving my own goals, it seems like I become lazy. I don't know how to put it, or maybe I don't put as much effort as
if you're helping someone else.
If I'm helping someone else. And I've always been the type, I love to be the one behind the successful person. I'm not the limelight person. I always want to be in my corner. So I later found out that I became sick and I found out that there was a way I could still work without being at the workplace. And that was through virtual assistance.
Oh,
yes.
Smart.
So currently I'm a virtual assistant working as office administrator I've worked with like 3 US-based companies, working with my third one now. Then I realized, well, since I love project management and I have good communication skills, I think even with this career, I can be a project manager without being in the workplace. So that was what
don't say project manager, say project management professional or expert.
Yes, expert.
Exactly.
So,
manager is nothing more. It's expert.
So I decided that, well, in this field, you would need some kind of certification to validate your skills, even though I've studied it in school and all that. So I decided, well, then I'll have to look for a certificate that validates the skill I have. Hence the reason I joined GA for the Google project management skills. And that is how I got here. So I think you made a statement about the fact that you study something in school doesn't mean that you need to do that after school. That is a very prominent statement. Very true. I guess most of the people on the line are still in school. Well, I have completed since 2017. And I can tell you, if you focus so much on what you studied in school, you become very frustrated. And you begin to think like you have no purpose or you've wasted your time going to school and all that. But I can tell you, if you look outside the box you've created for yourself, there are more opportunities than you might think exist. So that is what I want to share with you guys.
Thank you, Henrietta, for and all that. I mean, so I went to a liberal arts school. It has nothing to do with it, but the skills, the knowledge. And the some people are loving. However, you cannot skills our passion, our interest, doing things that I like that I'm passionate about. I love doing it. And all that. And that's why again I said that find someone to pay your people to pay for what you love and you're good at. And that is a dream career. Everybody wants that. Do you understand? So thank you very much, Henrietta. Sit down and write your short-term goals and your long-term goals. So I'm assuming that this program you're doing should fall under your short-term goals. So have a long, so right now you see yourself as a virtual assistant. You write a career goal, reliable and time bound. In the next 10 years, in the next, what do you want your career to look like? What do you see yourself? Do you see yourself having your own project management consultancy, providing a quality project management or virtual assistant support to global organizations? Like write it down. Let it scare you but excite you. Write it down, and then you should be fine. Right. Okay, so I think we should be wrapping up now. I hope those who did not do it, you have now found a need to do it because people are sharing their thoughts and all that. I'm going to answer. We had a question from Margaret. Margaret, I haven't forgotten you, don't worry. So Margaret is saying, I'm an SHS graduate and I love electricals, technology, business, digital, but my worry is that I don't know the program to read at the university. Okay, so off the top of my head, you should be looking at something around electrical engineering, MIS, which is management information systems, because that will allow you to incorporate tech and business, because you said you love tech and business. So MIS, which is management information studies, is a course that will allow you to incorporate the two worlds into one. Then on the electrical bits, maybe you should look at electrical engineering if engineering is something that you're interested in all that. So I would just say, I'm not saying do that, but with the question you're asking me, these are the two courses I recommend. MIS, because of the love for tech and business, and then electrical engineering because of the electrical bits that you have. So that's what I would say. So thank you very much, everyone. I'm happy to take any questions, but I believe my mission is complete. But yes, please unmute and share your feedback. Do you think this session was useful? Do you think it was worth you staying? Do you think you regretted joining? Like, let me hear your feedback, please. Let me know. So in the next 2-3 minutes, let's do this and then we can wrap up. Thank you. I'm on standby for your feedback.
Okay. If they have nothing, they have something to say.
Okay, thank you, Henrietta.
You know, the session has been very insightful. We had a bit of network challenge, but we pulled it off anyways. Yeah. And we thank you for sharing your journey and wisdom with us today. Personally, I like the fact that we did a little exercise at the end because I have come to realize I could do more than what I'm doing now. And I'm even surprised. So I have to sit down and go through the exercise very well. I'm sure I could find out more about myself. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you too. Yes, Richard, I'm sorry about the network. Went off. My light is still off, so I have a backup. And
Yeah, so someone suggested you take us to lunch to make it up to us.
Oh, the lunch there. The lunch there. I know, Kwame, you said that. I know, the lunch. And then my excuse is I'm not close to you, so where I live is very, very, very far from you. So
we
maybe I
can't
can.
wait.
You can.
Let the momo flow. Let the momo flow.
Let the momo flow, eh? Is this thing do you go to J office to do this workshop or is it virtual?
I think the boot camp will be in person. At they say it's CSI.
Yeah.
So when it's time for an in-person, just invite me and I'll come and then we'll do what we can.
Okay, I'm John. I just followed you too.
Yes. So please follow me. I'm a virtual career.
I followed you on Instagram. Kwame
Yeah.
Ampah 101. Yeah.
Okay, so I have my handles like the career virtual career office.
Please, I can see a JA personnel on the line. Please, the boot camp details.
Yeah.
It was yesterday that I joined the group and I don't have the details. I messaged them, the digital marketing group, but no one put the flyer or the info in it.
Okay,
So
I'll
if you
put
could,
it again.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Kwesi, thank you. You said it was an awesome having this webinar with you. God bless you so much. It's very educative. Thank you very much, Kwesi. I really appreciate it. Okay, so I guess my mission is complete here. Please, yes, we can also connect on LinkedIn. You can connect with my name, which is Akua Ampah on LinkedIn. And then please follow Virtual Career Office. And we share content on career development anyway. So you can follow us and then get a better sense of what to do. And if you also need further assistance with regards to the exercise you are doing, please, I'll advise that you do this exercise for yourself. Please do it. Try and sit down, put the phones away, turn off your notification, like sit down and take stock of yourself or your skills and all those things, because that's the only way that you will be a meaningful citizen or human being on this earth, right? We are deposited with a lot, and this will be my concluding statement. We are deposited with a lot. Everybody has something deposited in them. Don't look at your age, don't look at your background, nothing. Just focus on what has been deposited in you and utilize it. That is life, I believe. Life is all about discovering who you are, discovering what has been deposited in you by your creator, and utilizing it, using it to support people. That is all life is about. Make sure that everything you are doing, you are improving a life or lives. Do you understand? That is what for you should spur you on, should make you wake up every morning to doing that. So thank you very much, and I'm grateful for your time. I really don't take it for granted. I really am grateful for your time. Thank you very much, Teresa. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so I hand it over to your organizers. And yes, thank you.
Thank you to Akua, and thank you everyone who made time for us today. I hope we've all had a fruitful session, and we are taking something home today. You can feel free to reach out to Akua whenever, right?
Yes, sure. You can can always DM me on the Virtual Career Office platform or anything. And
yeah, and we are sorry about the internet too. So if you have any question concerning the program, you can put them on our WhatsApp platforms and I'll answer them. Yeah. And we will try as much as we can to have sessions like this with Akua often, to help us all. So I think Akua's network is still messing up, so we can go ahead and end the meeting. You all have a fruitful day.
no, I have put, can you hear me? Sorry.
Yes.
I have put some of the questions to reflect on if you didn't take a screenshot of it.
Okay.
That you can use to help you with the journey like that.
I think we can go ahead and end the meeting. I'll post the questions in our various platforms and we can have access to them. Right. Hi.